Assalamu alaikum viewers. This is Mir Muntasir Rayyan. I'm the instructor of IELTS in BION-STUDY abroad. Today we would be simulating the environment of an IELTS speaking test. So it's more of a demo of the speaking session. I hope this entire video would be very much helpful for you in all the aspects, because we would be trying to cover as much authentic things as possible. So please stay with us and gather up as much knowledge as you can from this video. And if you have any sort of questions, please comment down below. We would be more than happy to entertain your questions. Thank you so much. Let's start the video. So, could you please pass me your identification?
Sure. Here's my identification.
All right, thank you. Here you go, sir.
Thank you.
So your candidate ID is 4642. Are you ready for this speaking test?
Yeah, I'm ready for the speaking test.
So this entire session is being recorded.
Okay.
So we're good to start, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. So what is your full name?
My full name is 𝐲𝐭𝐞𝐫 Adnan.
And what should I call you?
You can call me by Adnan.
All right, so Mr. Adnan, do you work or study?
Currently I study.
So where do you study?
I study at North-South University.
And what is your subject?
My subject is computer science and engineering.
Are you in your undergraduate program or postgraduate?
I'm in my undergraduation program.
All right, so do you plan to complete your undergraduate in this university?
Yeah. I plan to complete my undergraduation program in this university, and later on I am thinking of shifting my credits to a college in Canada.
All right. So are you fond of that country, or you don't have any other reasons to shift there?
I'm fond of that country, and I have my relatives and friends over there, and I've always thought of going to Canada after completing my graduation. So this is why I think of moving to Canada.
All right. And why did you choose computer science and engineering?
Well, it's because from my childhood I've always been a technology-oriented guy, and it has been my passion, gaming, artificial intelligence. So this is why I chose computer science for a major.
All right. So are you completely happy pursuing this subject?
Yeah, I'm quite happy pursuing this subject and pursuing my dream as well.
All right. So let's just talk about sending gifts.
Okay.
When do you usually send gifts to people?
I usually send gifts to people on some occasion, like if the person has a birthday, or like someone got married, or someone got engaged. And like I randomly send gifts to people even without any occasion as well.
And when was the last time you received a gift?
Well, it was 2 weeks ago. I received a gift from my mother. She gifted me a t-shirt.
Was that on any special occasion?
Yeah, it was my birthday.
All right. And have you received a gift you didn't like?
Not particularly, but sometimes I don't like the gifts, but I cannot say it. It's because it's really bad manners. Gift is gift. So one day I received a lighter which was broken. So that was like an unpleasant experience.
All right. And normally, how do you feel when you receive a gift?
I feel overwhelmed. I feel really happy, like the person has sent me a gift. So it makes me happy. I'm just happy. And surprised as well.
So with these things being said, your first part of the speaking test ends here.
Thank you.
Right now, we are proceeding towards the second part of our speaking test. This would be a cue card session. You would be given a paper and a pen you already have. And this is a cue card topic. So you would be given exactly 1 minute to prepare for your answer. And after that, I would give you 2 minutes to speak on your topic. And your time starts now. time ends here. Alright, so Mr. Adnan, your 2 minutes start here.
Okay, a family member that I get on well with is my mother. To tell about her personality, I would say she's got a very charming personality and loving and caring as well. It's a mixture of both sweetness and a bit of bitterness sometimes. Metaphorically, I would say it's like a coconut, which is hard from the outside and soft from the inside. There are plenty of things that she likes doing. Among those, I would mention traveling, talking over phone with my relatives, doing household chores when the help is absent, taking care of her children and her grandchildren as well, reading books, watching TV shows, listening to primitive melodies, singing, visiting places with her family, visiting places with her friends, her university friends, college friends, going to her friend's house, being a good human being, being a good teacher, and most importantly, being a good mother. Thirdly, I would say her dislikes. There are plenty of things that she dislikes. Among those, I would like to mention she hates it when someone walks out of commitment or fails to keep a promise. This is the time that she gets mad at the person. And she's not really fond of the people who are not personally organized or who don't maintain personal hygiene. And if someone misplaces her things,
All right.
then she gets
So
mad.
now your second part ends here. You can keep that paper aside. So right now we are moving towards the third part of the speaking test.
Okay.
So, Mr. Adnan, for parents, what is important when bringing up their children?
Well, according to me, the most important thing while bringing up a children is like to teach them the moral values. It's something that's gonna help become a good human being rather than becoming a good student.
And do you think mothers and fathers have different roles to play in bringing up a child?
Yeah, absolutely. I think a father is like a shelter and a mother is like a foundation.
So, let's move on to education of children. Do you think hitting children is sometimes necessary for discipline?
I think sometimes it's necessary because if the child gets out of control, then the parents, they have to do something about it to get him in control. So that's when they have to, not hitting particularly, but it sometimes takes the child like to another level, like hating the parents. Okay, so sometimes I think it's necessary to hit the children to keep them in track.
So, do you think sweets are a good thing to reward children with?
Yeah, absolutely. I think children are fond of sweet. So it can be chocolate, it can be ice cream. It's a very good way to reward a child.
And do you think parents spend too much on buying toys for children?
Yeah, sometimes. Because a child particularly doesn't need too many toys because they can like play outside with the friends. They don't have to stay all the time indoors. They can go out. They need to go outdoors. So I think spending too much on toys is a stupid idea.
All right. So, with all these things being said, your speaking test ends here. So, ladies and gentlemen, this portion is more important for all of you as well, because right now we would get to know where he went wrong and after that we would get to know his band score. And I think you guys already know the band score because it will be given on the caption. So for now, let's move towards the feedback session. So Mr. Adnan, right now we will be giving you some feedback based on which your entire scoring will be done. Now I know that you know that these things were a mistake, or these things were mistakes overall, but sometimes when we speak in a flow we make mistakes which we're not really supposed to, or it's just a slip of tongue, I think. But since mistakes are mistakes, and in IELTS we need to be really careful about these things in particular, because small mistakes can cut off a huge portion of our marks and it would reduce our band score. So right now, the first mistake you made was when you said, I gift people on several occasions. Since several is a plural term, you need to keep the noun in plural as well. So it would be several occasions. The second mistake was you said bringing up a children. It was in the third part. So basically bringing up, since you use an article here, which was a, you need to keep the noun in, or the subject in singular term. So it would be bringing up a child or bringing up their children. So these two are the alternatives. And the last mistake you made was children like sweet, chocolate. I think it would have been more appropriate if you had said children like sweets, chocolates. Alright, so these were pretty occasional mistakes. Otherwise, you had given an absolutely amazing session. I think you were an absolutely amazing candidate as well. So based on all of these things, for now, I would give you an 8.5 in speaking, because I think you've got a good grasp over this language, and I think you can take over some critical situations as well, which is really important in terms of learning a language, because we don't really get encountered with simple questions all the time. We face a lot of questions which we don't really get prepared for. So I think you were an amazing candidate, and yeah, you deserved it.
Thank you.
So you just need to polish up a bit about some things of yourself, and otherwise things are perfect.
Thank you.
It was a nice session. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
So audience, I really hope that this entire video was very much helpful for you. And as I said earlier, if you have any sort of questions, please contact us or just comment down below. And if you want to join our courses, we've got a lot of courses, and our instructors are certified by the British Council. So if you want to join our courses, please contact BION. You have the contact number in the caption given above. So you can just call us or text us for further information. And I think you would be having an amazing time with us if you join our courses. So if you have any sort of question, just contact us. Feel free to let us know about your questions. We would be more than glad to entertain them. For now, we would take farewell. Assalamu alaikum. Stay well, stay safe, and wear your masks.